Flavor. Pause.
Hi everybody, it's Queen Angel here. Welcome to game. Double tap. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, Dawncaster is back with a brand new expansion, Nexus of Nightmares. We're doing a new little series where we cover some of the new aspects and we do a couple of quick gameplays so you get a feel for what's going on. It will also be a little bit about each section of the game and what are some new features that you can learn to enjoy. And I also want to make sure that you can navigate to them really efficiently. So, with the game on its main screen, we're going to get right into today's quick ripple. A ripple is a form of shuffle. You bend the edges of the long end of the card together, and on the inner edge, you let each of the cards kind of shuffle together. You basically make two piles that are of the same equal amount. And then you let all the cards flow in together, and then you gently press them in. It's one of the simplest shuffles. So that's why I've chosen to use it as our quick ripple. I'll cover more shuffles as we go along since this is a card game. All right, let's go ahead and let you hear exactly how to navigate down to puzzles. All right, so the developer of Dawncaster is Rick van der Wald. So I may not be pronouncing his name totally perfectly, but he hasn't corrected me yet. So you can definitely join the Discord community and rate the game 5 stars in the App Store. You can do me a big solid also by liking this video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel, Game a Double Tap. All right, let's go ahead and navigate. Now at the top, since voiceover controls are working perfectly, this game has extreme accessibility, but you're going to be swiping from left to right, right to left to move through the different menu elements. So on the main page, this is the page after the game loads, you're going to have several features. There's the continue, that's where you continue where you left off last time, and I'm gonna let you hear that.
Continue.
There's your continue button.
Store.
There's the store button where you can buy Nexus of Nightmare. Let me show you.
Nexus of Nightmares. New. Costs $5.99. Discover new zones in the mysterious dream realm and over 30 new challenging encounters.
30 new challenging encounters. Nexus of Nightmare. I'm shamelessly plugging it because it's an incredibly beautiful expansion. And for the low price of $5.99, you can get it for yourself. Remember, you'll also get free community cards even if you're not willing to buy the expansion, but I would strongly suggest you buy the expansion. Okay, if you want to get out of an individualized menu, you're going to swipe down with your finger.
Return to main menu.
I use my pointer finger on my right hand. If you're left-handed, you'll probably use the pointer finger on your left hand. And then once you hear return to menu, go ahead and double tap the screen.
Continue.
And you're back at the main page, or front page, some people like to call it. Now let's move down to show you more elements of the front page.
Store. Rewards.
Rewards are going to be where you can see how far you're progressing with each individual class or each part of the game. For some reason, Nexus of Nightmare does not have a completion section within this area, so I guess that might be coming in the future. I do like when you complete parts of each new expansion, gives you something to build up to and look forward to. All right, let's go to the next part.
New game.
Then you have the new game. Of course, this starts a new game. You select elements and then you begin to play. I'll cover this in another quick ripple.
Daily 2 times Fata Shards available. Your next run will earn double the amount of Fata Shards. Resets every 24 hours.
The Fate Shards are your in-game currency. And with these, you can unlock all kinds of amazing and gorgeous features.
Bounties.
Bounties are a specialized way for you to do something a little bit different. It's a way for you to accomplish just amazing feats, but they do require a little bit of work. But the good thing is they'll stay memorized and your completion total will begin to add up. Sometimes it's about looking for a specific card to add to your collection. Sometimes it's about defeating a certain level or difficulty setting. Sometimes it's about collecting so many levels of enchantments. It really varies, and there are hundreds of them, so you'll really love this feature. There's also a way inside of there to check your achievements. Everything is incredibly well streamlined for you.
Letterboards, run history and the weekly challenge.
Now, the leaderboards contain a couple of things. Not only can you see how well you're doing, but you can also participate in the weekly challenge, which you've heard me talk about on the channel. And I do want to apologize. I know I've been doing some reshuffling of our playlist. Please be assured I will be putting back any video series I have related to Dawncaster. I will never erase a Dawncaster video. I might have been shuffling things around because YouTube only lets me have so many playlists be advertised to all of you. So I'm doing some reorganization. Please be patient with me, and I promise you, the Dawncaster playlist you've learned to love here on Game Double Tap will be placed back on the channel, and I do apologize for the inconvenience.
Puzzles.
Now we get to what we're going to be talking about here in our quick ripple. Puzzles. Puzzles are fun ways to try to complete challenges. It's also a great way to learn how to play. It teaches you how to use different card dynamics and mechanics, and once you do them correctly, you just get that endorphins of completing it. All right, let me swipe one more time to the right.
Codex.
The codex is where you find out about each individual cards, and this is really good for visually impaired folks if you want to know what cards do. So check out that section.
News and updates.
Then if you want to know what's coming to Dawncaster, you can check out news and updates. It's another great section, and it's a great way to hear about contests, art, community cards being released, new expansions, and it's totally free and it's really easy to utilize.
Join the Discord server.
And then you have an incredibly fast way to join the vibrant, helpful, and amazing community where bugs are fixed instantly, and you can get all the help you need.
Settings.
Down here in the settings, you can change how loud the music is, the SFX, the ambience, all the wonderful features that are built into this beautiful, atmospheric, completely immersive RPG strategy card game. There are just so many features that Rick van der Waal has added to Dawncaster to make it extremely accessible to the visually impaired. So definitely. And it's also 100% accessible to everyone, no matter what you want to do, whether you're low vision, whether you are completely sighted and don't need any special accommodations. It just does everything you need it to do, and you can make all kinds of micro adjustments. You have this full set of sliders. You have all the controls you need for the SFX. You have control over the background music, and you can just make so many settings selections. It's just absolutely fantastic. And the developers worked really hard to make all the features that the player base wants become a reality.
Your fat assured amount, 9,999 plus. Press for more info.
Getting down to the bottom of the front page, your fate shards. Of course, voiceover is pronouncing it incorrectly. It's fate shards, but again, you're not going to be able to use the rotor to hear the individualized characters, but it really doesn't matter because you can go to the codex and get most information explained to you. And don't forget, I've covered almost everything in my series, and that's why I want to make sure with Nexus of Nightmare, which I'll be calling NON or NON, you'll be getting a little bit of information at a time when it comes to quick combos, quick deck builds. You'll get these quick ripples where I talk about the features of the game, and you'll also get some short gameplay. Now, I'll also be continuing the process of doing long gameplays, which are usually anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Now, those are kind of play settings where you're going to want to give yourself a little bit more time to listen. So plan on setting aside at least 30 minutes to listen to a playthrough. It's a good way to learn by listening to me play, and it's a good way for you to develop your own strategies. I might teach you something, and you in turn can teach me something. I like learning from you. So utilize the comments, and please, 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 no spoilers about Non. I want to learn everything on my own because it's a beautiful game, and part of the fun is being able to play it and learn by yourself what to do and to accomplish things. All right, we are going to go ahead and...
Your fat assured amount, 9,999 plus. Press for more info.
Now that we've gotten to the bottom of the main page, front page. Let's go back up to puzzles, and we're going to play one puzzle round.
Settings. Join the Discord. News and updates. Codex. Puzzles.
Now, once you get to where you want to, go ahead and double tap on that section.
Cascading effects. Beginner 25.
Now, in the puzzles section, there are different difficulty levels. There are beginners, there are advanced, there are veteran, and then there are master. Again, if I get anything wrong, please refer to the Discord community. They will lead you in the correct direction. All right, so we're going to play Cascade because it's really hard, and that's where I'm currently stuck right now. I've never been very good at the Cascade effect. Again, there are so many masterful card type gameplay mechanics built into Dawncaster. So let's go ahead and do a sample round.
Cascading effects. Beginner 25.
You'll hear the name of the puzzle, and then you'll hear the amount of rewards you get for completing it. In order to complete it, you must beat the monster that you are competing against. But you're given all the cards you need to beat the monster. You just have to figure out how to do it. And it's a great way to learn different card play mechanics. All right, let's go ahead and go in by double tapping.
No weapon power was found. Press to continue. Press to continue.
Okay. So we hear little beautiful music.
Cascading effects. A long player energy. Your turn. Show character sheet. Show character sheet.
All right. Now, once you're inside of it, you have the beautiful music. I do believe that's the Vesperin Mansion's music. Each particular music in Dawncaster really fits the scene, the scenario, so you'll love it. Okay, so now that we're inside of it, we're going to have a certain number of cards that are going to be dealt out to us. You'll hear that just iconic shuffle going on, and that tells you that you have the cards you need. Now, if you want to hear who you're fighting, you're going to swipe down.
Knuckles. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Enemy name Samira. Guild Assassin. Enemy health 19. Enemy energy 0. Enemy hand attack. Attack. Enemy description Emporium salesperson of the year. A hooded figure in gold and purple. Demonic horns rising through the hood. 2 curved glowing blades. Mid leap or floating. Belts and straps. Ice glow inside the cowl. Speed and edge. That's the whole sentence.
Okay, so you get a very, very detailed explanation, description of who you're fighting, which is really charming. And of course, you have different cards. Now you need to use those cards correctly in order to beat this particular assassin. All right, so now I'm going to go up and I'm going to start trying to beat it. Now, I've not completed this particular cascade, so don't need anybody to give me any spoilers. I want you to figure it out on your own, and I will figure it out on my own, okay? So I'm going to go up to my hand.
Knuckles. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage.
And
Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card. Melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card.
Okay, so you get a full description of what each card does and the full information about the mechanics of each card, which is great. Again, there are so many features that have been released with Dawncaster. I wouldn't be able to tell you what expansion or what update they came out in. All right, so I am going to go ahead and see if I can beat this particular character. You need to do damage to kill the character, and the good thing is when you do damage now, the UI will tell you how many hit points your opponent has left. You don't have to worry about dying, because if you can't beat them in your one turn, you lose. So there's a lot more details at place here, but I'm just doing a quick rip. All right?
Player energy. Dex. 1.
You have 1 energy, so that's a very important thing to think about when you're fighting against these opponents. I need to make these cards spread out and kill this opponent.
Show character sheet. Player health 1. Show deck. Cards currently in deck 0. End turn. Knuckles. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Surge of dexterity. Gain dex and conjure a basic attack action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Conjure. Creates a temporary card that is removed after combat.
You want to look through the cards you have available. So I have Knuckles, which is a cascade type battle or basic attack card. And then I have the energy cards or surge cards, which give me energy. There are 3 to 4 different energies. Actually, there's 4 energies I know of. There's probably more. There is strength, there is dexterity, intelligence, and holy. And there's probably other energy sources like void, which is surely being incorporated as a type of energy source, you'll see a lot more uses of void and none. All right, now let's go ahead and hear what other cards are in our hand.
Centered Strikes. Dex Int 1. This combat, your basic attacks and mantras deal additional damage equal to your focus enchantment. Rare. Aqua. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Mantra. Mantras get stronger the more you play them, and is reset at the end of turn. At the start of turn, create a copy of each active mantra. Your maximum hand size is increased by 1 for each active mantra.
Okay, so I've got Centered Strikes. Each card has a type, and that's going to be really important for you in puzzles to understand. So puzzles, it's a nice diversion, but you might want to practice the game on the easiest difficulty settings until you get used to the different card types. Please play all classes all different ways. That's the best way to learn how to play this game. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to lose, but you'll learn something each time you play.
Surge of Intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus action. Common. Blue. Tooltips. Focus. Blessing. When you foretell, reveal 1 more card for every 3 stacks. At the start of the round, draw 1 additional card for every 6 stacks.
Okay, so now I have another Surge card, which is going to let me utilize the Cascade effect. And the Cascade effect gives me a free card every time I activate a card with 1 cost higher or lower than the last card I activated. That's my roughest estimation. I want you to read through the material yourself. Pick up the game yourself, of course. A lot of the information I give you is going to be to the best of my knowledge, but there will be mistakes that I make. But for the most part, I'm trying to give you as much information as I can, and I'm trying to be as accurate as possible.
Enemy name Samira. Guild Assassin. Enemy health 19. Enemy energies. Surge of Intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus action. Common. Blue. Tooltips. Focus. Blessing.
Okay,
when you
so-
foretell, reveal 1 more card for every 3 stacks. At the start of the round, draw 1 additional card for every 6 stacks.
Okay, so we've gone through all the cards. These are the only cards we're going to get. We're not going to get, I do not believe we get any more cards given to us. We get 1 turn to pull off this amazing combo to defeat this assassin. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for it.
Centered Strike. Surge of Dexterity. Knuckles. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card.
Okay, so it triggers after I play a card with 1 more cost or 1 less cost. So you have to listen very, very closely to the specific directions given to you. All right, so what we'll do is we'll use an energy card.
Surge of Dexterity. Gain Dex and conjure a basic attack action. Common. Green. Tooltips. Conjure. Creates a temporary card that is removed after combat.
Let's just do something random. Let's use the Dexterity Surge.
Centered Strikes. Dex Int 1. This combat, your basic attacks and Centered Strikes. Dex Int 1. This combat, your basic attacks and mantras deal additional damage equal to your focus enchantment. Rare. Aqua. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Mantra. Mantras get stronger the more you play them, and is reset at the end of turn. At the start of turn, create a copy of each active mantra. Your maximum hand size is increased by 1 for each active mantra.
Okay, so now we've played the Dex Surge. Let's go back and play the Fist.
Knuckles. Bonus. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more. End turn.
Did you notice it has a new bonus icon above it? The developer Rick van der Waal put that into the gameplay for those who are visually impaired. We won't be able to see cards that are highlighting or glowing. Those are not things as a visually impaired, and I am totally blind. I won't see those features, but Rick was really kind and he put a feature in there. So when a card is specially activated, some people like to call it enabled, or for visual folks you'll see it glowing or doing some other visual feat, you will now know that this card is activated. And this is how I play. Every day I play Dawncaster, I listen for bonus to pop up on a card that tells me that one of its special activation features is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and double tap on this card and activate Fist.
End turn.
Whoops. I hit the end turn button by accident. My apologies.
Cascading effects failed. Cascading effects failed.
Okay.
Return.
Okay, let me go back. I'm sorry.
Cascading effects beginner 25.
Let me start it again.
No weapon power was found. Press to continue. Press to continue.
There's a little text that plays. I wonder if that can be slowed down a little bit.
Cascading effects along player energy.
Yeah.
Show your turn.
There's a little
Show character
there's
sheet.
a little text that's playing a little too fast. We could probably get that to slow down a little bit, because I think it's giving us very valuable information, and it gives immersion to us because this is strategy as well as a beautiful, deep, magical fantasy world. But I did notice that the beginning text is going a little too fast. I think it should probably be a prompt for us to close it off, but it's fine.
Player energy. Show character sheet. Player health 1. Show deck. End turn. Knuckles. Neutral 1. Deal. Search of
Let's do the
dexterity.
search of
Gain dex and
dexterity.
conjure. Centered strikes. Dex and Knuckles. Bonus. Neutral
Now,
1. Deal 2 damage. Cascade.
we've
Conjure a free copy
activated
of this
the
card melee basic
Knuckles.
attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips.
Let's
Cascade.
activate
Triggers
it.
when played. Enemy takes 2 damage. 17 left. Conjured. Knuckles.
Okay, so did you notice what happened? When I got the bonus effect to go off, I got another Knuckles card, and that's what Cascade does. It makes free cards out of thin air. It's really a cool feature. There are whole decks built around this. It is really, really fun. Okay, so in order to make the Cascade effect continue to happen, we need to continue to do a card with one cost higher or lower than the Knuckles card, which will get it that bonus activation or feature.
Surge of intellect.
tag.
Gain INT and 1 focus action. Common. Knuckles. Neutral 1. Deal 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card.
Okay, so now did you notice it doesn't have the bonus feature enabled? So in order to get that to work, we need to go back and get another energy card. So let's go ahead and do that.
Surge of intellect. Gain INT and 1 focus action. Common. Blue. Tooltips. Focus. Blessing. When you foretell, reveal 1 more card for every 3 stacks. At the start of the round, draw 1 additional card for every you gained 1 focus stacks. Knuckles. Deal 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Player blessing. Focus 1. Knuckles. Deal 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card.
So this is a
Messages.
free
Now,
card.
Marissa Church. You're only allowed Knuckles. Bonus. Neutral 1.
Okay,
Deal
there's
2
the
damage.
Knuckles.
Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card. Bonus.
So you're looking to always activate the bonus in order to get through. So remember, the puzzle is designed, you don't have your whole deck to defeat this opponent. You only have a limited number of cards and you only have 1 turn. This is basically designed to simulate a last-ditch effort to win a battle. And that happens a lot in Dawncaster. Sometimes you're fighting a boss and you're really close to losing. Sometimes you're fighting a hidden boss and they're going to be really difficult. Sometimes you're fighting specialized opponents that come out because you do certain things. The thing about Dawncaster is there's so many different ways you can play through. Some people might say it's linear, but linear in a sense that there are diverging pathways. And there are many things you can do to diverge your path even prior to playing a level. All right, so let's go.
Centered strikes. Dexant 1. This combat, your basic attacks and mantras deal additional damage equal to your focus enchantment. Rare. Aqua. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play 1 card with this name per combat. All enchantments are unique. Mantra. Mantras get stronger the more you play them, and is reset at the end of turn. At the start of turn, create a copy of each active mantra. Your maximum hand size is increased by 1 for each active mantra.
I want to activate this Centered Strike. Now, it's a 1-cost card, but I do have 1 energy, I do believe.
End turn. Show deck. Player health 1. Show character sheet. Player energy. Dex. 1 in. 1.
Okay, I have 2 energy, so let's activate the Centered Strike because we already have the bonus activation on the fist.
Show character player health 1. Show deck. Cards. End turn. Centered strikes. Dexant 1. This combat, your basic attacks and mantras deal additional damage equal to your focus enchantment. Rare. Aqua.
Okay, actually,
Tooltips. Unique.
let's do
You can
the
only play
fist
1 card
first.
with this name. End turn. Centered strikes. Dexant 1. This combat. Knuckles. Bonus. Neutral
do that
1.
one
Deal 2
first.
damage. Enemy takes 2 damage. 15 left. Conjured. Knuckles.
Okay, good. We got another free Conjured Knuckles, and we're getting closer. Now, those Knuckles are free costs, so keep in mind we can keep using those as long as we are getting them to activate.
Knuckles. Bonus. Deal 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card. Bonus.
Now, you might want to question, why did the Knuckles go on bonus? We activated a card with 0 cost because the Knuckles was a conjured free card. It had a 0 cost. So that means we have enacted the whole Cascade effect. Cascade is all about using a card with cost lower or higher than the Knuckles card. And that's what activates the Cascade. I'm not explaining it totally well, but That's basically what we're trying to do. And this is why you have the puzzle section, to learn how to use these effects. And there's so many different puzzles for you to experiment with. I'm not going to show you them all because I want you to get in there and experiment. Let's go ahead and go back here.
Knuckles. Bonus. Deal 2 centered strikes. Dexent 1. This combat. Your basic attacks and mantras deal additional damage equal to your focus enchantment. Rare. Aqua. Tooltips. Unique. You can only play one card with this name per combat. You gain centered strikes enchantment.
Okay, we've activated centered strikes, and there's some beautiful, cute SFX that occurs when you activate certain cards. All right, now we've got the SFX done. Let's go to...
Knuckles. Bonus. Deal star 3 star damage. Player enchantment. Centered. Knuckles. Bonus. Deal star 3 star damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card. Bonus.
Now, I'm sure I'm going to lose here because I'm not good at Cascade. But let's go ahead and attack with Knuckles.
Enemy takes 3 damage, 12 left. Conjured. Knuckles. Knuckles. Bonus. Deal star 3 star damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card. Bonus.
Now the enemy's losing health, and we're doing well. We also activated another bonus Knuckles.
End turn. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage. End turn. Knuckles. Deal star. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage. Cascade. Player enchantment. Centered strikes. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage.
We didn't
Cascade.
activate a
Conjure a free
bonus.
copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown.
I was hoping we did get a
Triggers when
bonus.
played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. End turn. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage.
Activate it.
Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage. Player enchantment. Centered strike. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage. Enemy takes 3 damage, 9 left. Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card melee basic attack. Common. Brown. Tooltips. Cascade. Triggers when played after a card that costs 1 more or 1 less energy. Knuckles. Deal. Damage 2 damage. Cascade. Conjure a free copy of this card.
Okay, so we did hit.
Player enchantment. Centered strikes the Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage. End turn.
We have one more card to play, and I think we just barely lost because we didn't do the correct order. Again, it's a puzzle, so you have to do it exactly as they want you to. And let's go ahead and use the last Knuckles.
Knuckles. Deal star 3 star damage. Enemy takes 3 damage, 6 left. Player enchantment. Centered strikes this combat. Your basic attacks and mantras deal additional. End turn. Player enchantment.
And now,
Centered strikes this
as you
combat.
can hear,
Your basic attacks and mantras deal additional. End turn.
We are out of cards and we did not complete it. And that's the thing, it's a puzzle. You have to do it exactly right. So we're going to end our turn. It's going to give us a little sad music and we can try again. The good thing is it doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't cost us any currency. We're not punished. We're just allowed to learn and try it as many times as we like.
Show deck. Cards currently. End turn.
Let's go ahead and end our turn.
End turn. Player gold 10.
And there's the death music. So, and that's puzzles. It's really fun. There's a lot of different puzzles. Again, I'm not going to show you right now. I want you to take a look at them yourself. But this is Nexus of Nightmares and a brand new feature, puzzles, on my quick ripple. And again, I want you to play Dawncaster and let me know what you think about it. Come to my Discord community, like these videos and leave me a comment. No spoilers, please. And I appreciate all of you. We are excited about this brand new X-Pack and we're going to be playing it here on TCG Thursdays, where I play tactical card games and other puzzle and idle games. And of course, on my channel, I have lots of things like survival games, I have strict role-playing games, I have happy hour games, I have card games, I have audio games, I have building games, I have everything you can think of to play. I have idols, incrementals, anything you can think of, and you don't need sight for any of my games. Everything I do here in the channel is 100% and extremely accessible to the blind and visually impaired. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for our quick ripple. We will hear you next Thursday on TCG Thursday, where we'll be playing and I'll be showing you different parts of Non. Anyway, it's beautiful. Rick has done a magnificent job and it's one of the best games. I've been playing this on the channel going on 3 years, and I will have some very vibrant and enjoyable playlists for you to listen to. All right, folks, have a great rest of your day, and please take care.